Today we're going to be taking a look at the ALOHAS TB.490. This model is called the Rife Sea Pink Leather Sneaker. I have been seeing a lot of marketing for this brand and also a lot of different variations of this sneaker. They're kind of that very minimalistic, slim silhouette vibe. As it's a new brand that I've never bought from before, I had to do a little investigation. So ALOHAS is a Spanish brand. All their sneakers and clothing are designed in Barcelona. Their ethos is creating timeless trends and handcrafting their products locally. In terms of their sneakers, I went for one of their most popular ones, which is the TB.490. Very, very similar to that football kind of Samba design. A lot of their silhouette and colorways and details and design are very similar to some other brands that we have seen. There's one particular pair of the ALOHAS which is very, very similar to the Miu Miu New Balance collaboration. That shoe was originally, I think, about £800. They do their own version, which is a lot less expensive than the actual real collaboration. But you have that same kind of aesthetic, same kind of design, and also you've got those football tongue fold over sneakers as well, just like the infamous Wells Bonner collab. I went for the sea pink color because I absolutely love the contrast of this pink and red, and it's, you know, approaching spring and summer, so I feel like a nice pop of color goes really nicely, and especially when you get this kind of minimalistic shoe. However, they do a lot of other colorways as well, which are really nice. I did find it kind of hard deciding because most of the colors are very, very aesthetically pleasing. Also, you will notice that some of them have different materials, some of them have extra designs, so there really seems to be a lot of variation with these ALOHAS. Today we're going to take a closer look at this specific model. These came in at £150, which I do think is slightly on the more expensive side, considering you can pick up a pair of Sambas for about 70, 80, 90 pounds, somewhere in that range. So I would say this is in the top end of the kind of spectrum of affordability. However, we're going to take a look today because I do think even when just picking them up on first hand that the quality does seem to be a lot better. So we're going to see whether, you know, that price difference is really worth it. Firstly, we're going to take a look at the silhouette. So it is a low profile trainer. It is very minimalistic. It is quite streamlined as well. I did find that it is quite narrow towards the front. In terms of the material, on the upper we do have 100% cow suede, and you can really feel the quality on this. It does feel like premium suede. So we have this all on the top. However, you will notice that there are kind of patches to it, so they're overlapped kind of suede patches. That is part of the design. We also have a lot of exposed stitching as well. In terms of the logos, we don't really have any big graphic logos. The only logo that we have is the ALOHAS on the side here, which is embossed. It is very, very small. We have some diagonal stitching going on. We have a diagonal kind of cut out line, and then we also have these cut out circles as well. So it is a kind of unique design. It is very different. On the top of the toe box as well, we do have some more holes. I'm guessing this is to help with breathability. But we do also have some red paneling as well to contrast this light pink color. Although it is a really minimalistic sneaker, it's really nice that they have these extra designs and details. I feel like it makes it a little bit more interesting rather than just an actual plain sneaker. But when you kind of look at it from far, it doesn't look like that much is going on. If we turn towards the back, you will notice that we do actually have the red suede just across the heel tab. There is no logo here, which is, I think, very different when you're used to branded sneakers. Here as well, we actually have yellow exposed stitching instead of white. In terms of laces and the tongue, we do just have some simple pink laces which match the rest of the shoe. They are a little bit lighter pinker, but I think that's just because of the material is very different. For the tongue, we do have a pink suede tongue. The tongue feels also very luxurious, and we have a little tongue label as well, again with the ALOHAS embossed into that. One thing that I think is a huge difference between this shoe and some other brands is that the insole is 100% leather. Color-wise and design inside is very, very simple. We do just have a plain white insole with the ALOHAS brand embossed in there as well. As for the sole, we have this kind of basic gum rubber sole. It is very, very basic, but I feel like it kind of matches the rest of the shoe. Doesn't need anything too fancy. And then on the bottom, we have some decent tread going on as well. Sizing wise, I would recommend going true to size. That is what they recommend, and they do fit very well. In terms of trying them on and comfortability, I do think at first they feel a little bit stiff, and I think that is because of the good quality materials that are used. You do also have a padded collar, which I didn't really realize until I tried them on, but you do have that for comfortability. Again, because I feel like it's 100% suede, 100% leather. 100% leather is not usually, you know, the most comfortable shoe. Having said that, when I put them on, my foot does feel secure. It is a little bit narrow around here. I would say I have particularly average feet in terms of width. I feel like maybe if you do have wide feet, you might struggle with these, so would recommend going up perhaps a 0.5 size. I absolutely love how these look on feet. I think they just look so good. One thing though that is very different is that they are definitely not as flexible. When I do this, I can definitely feel some kind of like pressure on here, whereas some other branded silhouettes, you know, are definitely a lot more flexible. But for me, that's not really a major factor. It's just something I notice. Also, in terms of comfortability on the insole, I can really feel the support on my heel, which is really nice because I am flat-footed. So I definitely think that, you know, sometimes these low profile silhouettes can be really harsh for people with flat feet because there isn't a lot of support. But on here, I can definitely, you know, feel the arch and also feel the heel, which is good as well because if I'm going to be wearing these for a long time, I definitely need that. These for me are definitely like an everyday shoe. Maybe not this particular color, but this silhouette, it can definitely be an everyday shoe that you can just throw on and throw off. They definitely have the comfortability. Having said that, personally for me, I don't think I'd feel comfortable, you know, going on really long walks with these because I do feel after a while my foot would probably start to hurt. These are kind of in between like a Samba, but also the Mexico 66s where they are really, really flat. They do have a sole, but it's not as big as the Sambas and it's not as small as the Mexico 66s. They're definitely, you know, a nice somewhere in the middle. In terms of the insole and comfortability, I just think that these shoes are a lot more sturdier than perhaps Adidas and New Balance. They're definitely comfortable, but I just mean, you know, they're not up there with the Adidas and New Balance comfort, but it kind of makes sense. The materials they've used as well, I don't think you're going to get that comfortability from like 100% leather insole. For me, I think this is a really exciting shoe. I actually like the fact that it's not heavily, you know, logoed and it's very minimalistic. I think, you know, it comes with that higher price tag, but I think you are getting your money's worth of that higher price tag. It's definitely more premium quality. And also just to mention with it, when you get it, it does come in a really nice black Aloha box. Even the tissue paper has a really nice logo print. The great thing about these, and to be honest in general with all low profile silhouettes, depending on what color you get, obviously, if you get a kind of fairly neutral color, you can absolutely wear them with anything because they are minimalistic. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with tracksuits, you can wear them with absolutely anything, and that is the great thing about them. Nowadays, the low profile silhouette is really popular, and I think it's nice to have lots of different options of that same kind of silhouette, and that's why I'm excited about this brand because it's something different, it's something new. Also, I feel like to jazz it up, it's nice to have, you know, your kind of everyday low profile silhouette, but to jazz it up, it's nice to get a pop of color because it is a minimalistic shoe. You can get away with, you know, bold colors that maybe you wouldn't wear on other silhouettes. Also, if you're not 100% set on these, but you do like the kind of different vibe that they do give, I would recommend going on their website. They do some with bows, they've got lace frill, they've got fake fur, they've got, you know, completely different designs, but still keeping that low profile silhouette. Definitely think that these are the kind of shoe that is going to last you a very, very long time because you do have these premium materials. If you're still not sure after listening to me talk, I would definitely recommend putting, you know, the name of these on social media and seeing how people dress them up and style them. It might give you some inspiration, especially on different colorways as well, because I've seen some really, really nice outfits. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are saying about today's pickup. Also, has anyone picked up a pair of these and can comment on the kind of durability and the comfortability after time? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one.